What's up, my dear boys and girls, it's Ranger here, and welcome to a video which should have been done a long time ago, but thanks to holiday season, I was barely able to do anything besides my real life job and taking care of my family. By the way, Merry Christmas to all of my dear boys and girls. I hope that all of you had a great time with friends or family, and even if you are alone on Christmas Eve, I hope that you had an enjoyable day as well. And with that out of the way, I just wanted to tell you guys how much I love the two episodes 100 and 101 of Sun and Moon. In fact, I love them so much that I still decided to make a video about it, even though the Brock and Misty episode just aired recently.
No need to panic, he will upload the review for that episode. I will make sure of that.
Okay. Also, there will be spoilers. Anyway, let me finally tell you guys why, in my opinion, Sun and Moon 100 and 101 are the best episodes in Sun and Moon anime history. So, grab some popcorn, grab some cookies, and let's do this. What made those two episodes already outstanding compared to your average Sun and Moon episode is their atmosphere. Everything about the parallel world Ash has entered was so different compared to the goofy world of Ash's Alola. Everything was destroyed and abandoned. There was this feeling of apocalypse and everlasting danger with no hope in sight. I especially loved the music, which really went along well with the overall vibe of this mysterious world. And speaking of music, I was genuinely surprised when the Ash Greninja theme played during the climax of the second episode, with both Ash and Daya using their Z moves. And since we are on the topic of Daya, let's talk about the characters. Wow, these two episodes actually prove what a major difference Ash's companions can do when it comes to enjoying a story. Instead of having 5 goofy companions with unbalanced till non-development, you have one fucking guy, in this case a guy called Daya, and within those 2 episodes you learn so much about him, about his former occupation as an Ultra Ranger, his struggles after he left the group, his character, his goal, and his connection to Zeraora. For comparisons, we needed 80 freaking episodes until Sophocles finally spilled out his goal of becoming an astronaut. One scene which really just engraved into my mind was when Ash complained about being hungry, and Daya then gave him food, but then stated that this food is only for Pikachu and that Ash should suck it up. And I'm like, damn, he didn't do that! And this serious attitude is something I really miss in Sun and Moon. I mean, sure, we actually have such a character in Gladion, but Gladion barely is around, so for the majority of the time we have that we don't take anything serious vibe, which, you know, in the long run is just really tiring. On the other hand, we had Daya's partner Zeraora, and I have to admit that in terms of characterization, he wasn't the strongest, but that didn't really matter because you still were engaged by this badass Pokemon and the mystery surrounding him. And last but certainly not least, the introduction of Guzzlord, which in my opinion is not only the best introduction of an Ultra Beast, but also the best introduction of an actual dangerous antagonist in the anime. This guy, his backstory, and how he was connected to the destruction of this alternate Alolan timeline was more engaging and terrifying than all of the UBs and the Necrozma arc combined. And the last thing I want to talk about, what makes these 2 specific episodes the best in Sun and Moon period, is focus. And that is the point I appreciate the most out of all my points. These 2 episodes actually had focus. What do I mean by that? Simple answer, there were no distractions. The first episode was all about introducing the new Alola and their characters to Ash, while also making clear how dangerous this unknown Ultra Beast actually is. Then they further introduced the viewers to this new world by doing something Sun and Moon just outright refuses to do in most of their arcs, by further exploring the lore and explaining how and why the world is in such a state. I mean, at least the Necrozma arc kinda tried to explore the lore, but it really didn't do it as good as this mini arc right here. Then we had an epic and very one-sided battle between Pikachu and Zeraora, and the episode ended with an exciting cliffhanger. Then episode 101 even got deeper into the lore of the world by explaining the concept of parallel universes, how and why Guzzlord came to this world, why the Z-moves aren't working thanks to the disappearance of the guardian deities, and how Daya met his partner. Followed up by Ash trying and succeeding to gain both Zeraora's and Daya's trust, in a typical Ash Ketchum way. And this episode then is rounded up by the climax between the team of Ash and Daya versus Guzzlord, and a touching goodbye scene between 2 men. And that's how you do it. That's what Sun and Moon is missing. A structured storyline with focus and dedication. The story never once was interrupted by bad slice of life or an unnecessary amount of funny faces. In fact, Ash barely has shown any Sun and Moon faces, and after encountering Dia, he maybe did not even 10 faces within 2 episodes. Normally, Sun and Moon episodes have around 15 till 25 of those faces in one episode. And why didn't they show more of those abominations? Because it didn't suit the vibe. Because it would have been inappropriate towards Dia, towards Zeraora, and towards the destroyed rubbles of Alola. We have seen that Sun and Moon Ash can be taken serious and can express feelings of joy without over-exaggerating. We now have clearly seen that Sun and Moon is able to tell engaging stories, and I'm really glad they did it with these 2 episodes. So, regarding all that, I have no other choice but to give these 2 episodes a 10 out of 10 for each. There's no way I could ever give these 2 episodes a lower score. Fantastic to watch and a pleasure to review. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this little video. I really don't know what that actually was. Maybe an impressions video, maybe a review video, maybe both. Once again, Merry Christmas to all of you, and just like always, I